Get ready to sneak a peek at your gifts this year. This is our preview video of Troll Trouble.
Troll Trouble is a fast-action, player-slappin card game where your goal is to be the first player to peek at 3 gifts.
The game begins by setting up a circle of cards around a draw pile.
Then each player takes turn creating sets, grabbing gifts, or slapping other players.
Each player starts off with 5 cards that they'll be creating sets from.
There's a boy set and a girl set, and you can only create 1 set at a time.
You have to create the sets in order, 1, 2, 3. Then once you have a complete set, you can try to peek at a gift.
Other players with troll cards will try to slap you to prevent you from peeking at the gifts.
If you successfully grab a gift without getting slapped, you keep it.
But if a troll slaps your hand while you're touching the gift, you're eliminated from the game.
The first player to 3 gifts, or the last player remaining, wins. We were given this game by Troll Trouble so that we can create this preview video, so thank you everyone at Troll Trouble. Troll Trouble seems like a simple game. It's just a deck of cards, obviously. But it's a little deceptive because there is dexterity involved. You gotta be able to grab your gift and get it back to you without getting slapped by one of the other players. It kind of reminds me of that childhood game that you would play, Red Hands, where you put the hands on the bottom and the hands on the top. And it's like, you got it like that. It kind of reminds me of that game a little bit, only with cards.
And just to be clear, you can't just go around like slapping people, all right? It's just, if you have the troll card, you can hit them on the hand if they try and do that. So don't go crazy.
The artwork is fun. Kind of reminds me of Saturday morning cartoons where you have the boy set and then you have the girl set on this one. The one thing about it, it's supposed to be a Christmas themed game. That's why on the side it's red and green are the colors on the troll. And then the kids are in Christmas time looking at their presents. The idea is that you're peeking at your gifts and the troll's gonna slap you.
One thing I noticed while playing is these troll cards, there is a good amount of them. So it's not like there's only 2 or 3 in the deck. Like everyone should have a chance to be the troll at some point. I think Kenny at one point had just a whole handful of it and you can just see that little sparkle in his eye that he's like, oh man, he must be waiting. He must be coming for me.
And because there are 2 ways to win, either eliminate people or create sets, by having a whole hand full of troll cards, you don't feel like, well, I can't win this game. I only have trolls. I got to discard until I get cards. I'd be like, well, obviously I'm going to be the troll this game and just try to slap people. Having said that, the people we were playing with were really quick and I couldn't slap anybody. So it was a lot of empty table slaps. After a while, I'm like, well, I'm not going to win this game if I don't get set. So I did have to start discarding in order to get some cards.
Yeah, to be fair, we were sitting at a kind of a bigger table, so anyone who was like across from you, you kind of had a little bit more difficulty. Like I think it was rectangle, so I was sitting here, Teresa was there, so if she ever tried, I couldn't just like...
Well, you could have.
I could have, but I wasn't going to.
It's a cute game, it's easy to learn. I could see this being a fun game to play with families as long as you're not too rough with it. I could see some kids getting too rough. Maybe a kid will end up crying if you hit too hard. So you always have that danger. But at the same time, as long as you go in knowing and supervise and watch everyone to make sure no one gets too carried away, it would be a fun game to play with a family.
I will say when we first started playing the game, and with a lot of games too, you kind of want to judge the energy, right? So I was like, all right, it's a slap game. So how aggressive, how casual are we doing this? I think what set it off was Juliana completed her set and then she goes, and I'm like, oh, okay, like that's the energy we're starting with. So then I was like, all right, I'm gonna be ready.
We were just talking the other day, like, what Christmas games can we play for the holiday season? I'm like, oh, we couldn't think of too many Christmas games. And they're like, oh, well, here's Troll Trouble. Why don't you guys do a preview video for it? It's a nice Christmas game. And it's a fun little game that you can play. I could see if you wanted to slap around some relatives while you're at Thanksgiving or Christmas, and you're like, hey, let's play this game. It's a simple card game.
So overall, I thought it was a pretty simple, fun game. I mean, it's pretty much complete the sets, don't get slapped.
Overall, this game isn't for every hardcore gamer out there, but if you're looking for a fun, family-friendly game, as long as you're playing supervised and actually playing friendly and not just, slap, then this will be a fun one, and you should definitely check this game out on Kickstarter. That was our preview video of Troll Trouble.
What'd you think? Are you going to take a peek at this Kickstarter? Let us know in the comments below.
If you're interested in backing Troll Trouble on Kickstarter, check out our description for that link, as well as other links to find out more information. And if you're enjoying our content, please like this video and subscribe to our channel.
Until next time, I'm Lee.
And I'm Kenny.